Ladies and gentlemen, we
Nate on the beat.
are live. Go ahead and clap it up, clap it up, clap it up for yourself. Welcome in and welcome back to another great show. I am your humble host, Nate on the beat, aka Nate King, aka Alaska Black, aka Mr. Give It To 'Em Raw. Ladies and gentlemen, please like, share, subscribe, comment below. Hit the notification bell so you can be notified when we go live, when we drop new videos, and we drop some cool shorts for you. Yes, sir. Go ahead and clap it up for yourself. You made it to another beautiful Thursday. Thank God for everything, gang. Thank God for the glory. Thank God for everything, every opportunity that we have, and to breathe another breath of this fresh air. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you again. Ladies and gentlemen, today we'll be going over a video of Dame Dash talking about some instances with Hove. You know, they got some old beef, some old, bad blood. They used to be best friends, turned enemies, turned friends, turned people who just move on from each other. So anyway, let's get right into the video.
Some of the other big headlines. Diddy. Diddy is in a world of trouble, man. He's been arrested. He had the whole lawsuit with Cassie that looked really bad. She accused him of a lot of horrible things, and including rape. And we seen the video of Diddy beating her up in the hotel. I know you know what I'm saying, you knew Diddy. You guys have known each other for a long time, and been around each other. What's your thoughts on that? What was it like when you first started hearing all this news?
I like everybody else, I couldn't believe that it was that extreme. So I've always known him to be turned up, but I didn't know he was that turned up. So, it wasn't a good look. It made me reevaluate the things that he's been accused of. Has made me reevaluate every single second I've been in the business, because the things he's being accused of is like, people putting stuff in people's drinks, and putting shit in baby oil, and motherfuckers is catching pneumonia. And it just makes me think about every time someone tried to make me take a drink when I didn't want to, who hangs out with who. And it just makes me say I don't want any parts of that business in general, because it's just too many gray areas. Either you have to tolerate, or you have to be a part of, or tolerant. And I don't have any tolerance, zero tolerance for weirdo shit. And no disrespect to anybody gay, because that was what was shocking to me. I was like, damn, I didn't know everybody was that loose. Pause. But I'm heterosexual. I love women a lot.
Are you surprised about all the other names that they're trying to associate with this, with Diddy? Like there's a lot of people he came up with that they're trying to involve with this also. Well,
I could just say, anybody, to me, from the outside looking in objectively, if I see a person that's with someone consistently all the time, sleeping over their crib, I would think that they would be privy to the things that were going on. So if those things were actually happening and they were privy to them, if you was in pictures with that person a lot and you were with them a lot, I think it's natural for someone to have you guilty by association until further notice. So unless somebody's gonna debunk, I was only there because of this or that. I know when I was at, I never went to a Diddy party. I never knew him as Diddy. I was at Puff's party 20 years ago with Aaliyah, and Jennifer Lopez was there, and Natani, and I left. That was the Puff party. But for the shit they saying, I wasn't privy to that, and had I been, I probably would have told everybody. I'd have them niggas is crazy. You know what I'm saying? Because it would have blew my mind. So that's not a secret I would have been able to keep. But for those that can keep those secrets, it makes you a bit questionable, and I think that's just normal. You can't be mad at somebody for being normal.
Is there something that happened that made you stop partying with Diddy, or you just never really hung out with him?
I
like
never was partying with Diddy. Rockefeller and Bad Boy were two distinctly different movements. So they were more R&B. We looked at them paws as like barefoot niggas and shit. So we had no parts of that. We were like dudes. So when we were on the Puffs tour, you know, we wore bulletproof vests. You know, we teased people for wearing shiny suits. It was just it was like the difference between Stax Records and Motown, and us being more Stax Records. So we just, our worlds didn't really collide. And I'm not gonna say like I look down at them. It's just I'm not that guy. I wasn't like a S-Curl so much, you know, dancing and singing. We were rapping and shit. We was hustling. So it was just a different vibe. But yeah, when he threw parties, people would show up. But I think after I didn't have to go outside anymore, after I felt that everyone that was outside was just paws hummer stunting, and that it was better to just handle business a different way, I stopped going out altogether unless the events were for me. And that's why I opened up art galleries around the world and started focused on aggregating creative people and documenting them. And the receipts are all on my network, America New.
How do you feel about everybody trying to put Jay-Z in this mix with Diddy? I've just seen so many videos, and it just seems like so many people are trying their hardest to associate Jay-Z with this Diddy situation. But I don't really see any evidence of it myself.
I don't care about Jay-Z.
Okay.
I sold Reasonable Doubt, so I get no fucks given. That's his, that man, whatever's going on with him is on him. I just can't spend so much time worried about another man and what they doing and how they feel and how people perceive them. You know, I got my own shit to be worried about. I got to get this money. I'm independent. You know, that whole situation, those people are in my rear view. Pause. So I don't care.
Okay.
On a human level, if the shit is true, you know, I'm curious to know how true it is. But, you know, based on my experiences and the fact that I wanted to get away, I personally made the decision to get away from that camp. So, you know, that was my personal experiences. I didn't want to be over there. Things weren't, you know what I mean? Like morally, we weren't, it's just not the same fabric. So that's why I went and did my thing. I'm not as tolerant as certain things.
What were you like in high school?
A terror. You know, I had a car when I was 16, a Maxima. You know, I was smarter than my teachers. I got kicked out of school, went to boarding school. Like, I put myself in boarding school when I was 16 because my homeboys were starting to kill too much. And I was like, it's eventually I'm going to have to do it, so I'm out of here. So I got my own scholarship and went to South Kent for a year. Like, I was pulling up. I got kicked out of school, one of my schools, because, you know, I used to park in my principal's parking spot because I felt like, yo, why does she get to have a parking spot and I don't? We the taxpayers, even though I wasn't paying no taxes, and according to everyone, I still don't. But, you know, I got kicked out of school for being this funny guy. You know, just having this hindsight that you're not going to tell me that I'm not better than you. You're not going to tell me you're better than me. And you're not going to tell me to listen to you if you don't have the life that I want.
At this point, were you already thinking about music at all? Like did you ever try to rap or anything, or what was the music like at that time?
After Paid in Full, I didn't want to hustle no more. And I say after Paid in Full, meaning that situation that happened. So once I saw a little, you know, younger dude get kidnapped and someone's best friend killed him, I thought they were untouchable. I said, I quit. And, you know, my cousin was you know, his stepfather was in the game, and he was telling me I should pivot that way, and I decided to do that. But it was more a hustle. I wasn't like the music guy, nothing at that time. You know, I always knew how to dance and shit, but I just didn't want to hustle no more. I just wanted to do something that didn't feel like work, but it ended up being a lot more work.
It's a very interesting, introspective. It's a very interesting short story from the homie, the big homie Dame Dash. Big bro always got some good knowledge, good game to spit. I enjoy listening to his content, his word, and what he has to say is very interesting. And give me 1 second. Okay, so anyway, that was a great video. Some great insight. You know, sounded like he was pretty oblivious to the situations that was going on around him. As far as if this is true, this is all accusations. None of this has been proven to be true, even though Diddy is locked up and he's facing charges, but he hasn't been charged with anything, but he has been denied bail, so it's probably not looking too good for the brother. And then, yes, they are trying to drag Jay-Z into this situation, you know, and it's all speculation, it's all accusations, you know, so I'm not gonna come to any conclusion or jump to conclusions until, you know, these men see their day in court, you know, and let the judge and the jury of their peers judge them on that, and we'll go from there. And I haven't even looked at the evidence. I've heard some of the stories and I've heard some of the evidence, but I personally haven't read through the evidence, so I'm not a professional lawyer or attorney or anything like that, so I can't really speak on what's going on. All I can say is it's accusations. And until they're proven guilty or innocent, I'm not gonna judge. You know, I have my own views on things that they may have or may have not done, but it's not for me to really say what they did or didn't do because I wasn't there. There's only 3 people that know the truth, and one of them is looking down on us all. So without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, that is the show for today. I might be back with a video later on. We'll see what's going on. See if I got some extra time tonight. But I want to thank each and every one of you for sending me cash apps, for rocking with me today, for sharing my videos, for liking my videos, for commenting on the videos, for subscribing to the channel. Thank you to all my new subscribers. I love you 1,000,001 times, over 1,000,000 again. And yeah, whether you dislike the video, like the video, hey man, just leave a comment, let me know what's going on, and we'll be back tomorrow. To all my riders, thank you for riding with me. Freestyle Friday tomorrow, and we'll be back, ladies and gentlemen. Have a good night.